video is entirely, I'm going by the ingredients, homemade, which means I'm making biscuits. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attempt to use the measuring cup this time. I mean, I don't have a regular, as you can see, this is not, they don't have numbers or nothing on here, so I'm gonna have to just make out with, as you can see, what I got right here. You know what I'm saying? And so this is the container that I'm gonna be putting it in. So I'm basically gonna have to just read the labels. See, I'm gonna go exactly by this thing here called Martha White Separating Flour. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get okay. So let's get it going. All right. What I'm gonna need is 2 cups of Martha White Separating Flour. So 2 cups. All right. All right. I'm going by the label. 2 cups. I don't know if it just say 2 cups. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going by y'all label. You'll see what I'm working with. Okay. This is 2 cups and almost a half in my honest opinion. Hold on, let me make sure I'm just going by their labels. Okay. 2 cups. All right, now they might be better this time. We're gonna see. Only the most high knows. All right. Let's see here. 1/4 cups of sugar. Okay, one sugar. Let's get that. All right, let's see what we got going here. All right, whoa, what's up? What's going on? Okay, I didn't know you was in the building. All right, I'm sitting up here. I consider myself a chef cooker. All right. Now it says, let's look on this thing. I'm going back to labels for the first time in my whole life. All the 50 years of my life of living on the planet. Because, back in the day, we didn't use labels and stuff. I'm tired of this thing thing to show my face, bro. Let me see if I can sit it. You won't be able to see what I'm doing, though. I love homemade biscuits. Delicious. Yeah, I don't like cooking all that. I like it. I eat out, of course, but it ain't nothing like a good home cook something. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing like a good home cook. I like the real deal. Because back in the day, man, the older generation, they didn't really, uh, they didn't really didn't go by labels. They believe they cook from the heart. They cook from the soul. And back then, a lot of our ancestors, man, they couldn't, some of them couldn't read and write, so they had to go off of what they knew up here, and that's what was smart about it. I used to couldn't read or write, but I had to teach myself how to. My family, of course, my family members and stuff, they was a great big support of me young coming up, when I was in my 20s, early 20s and stuff, when I couldn't read, when I couldn't do anything, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to read. So that they has been this it they played a big huge part in my life and me doing that, especially growing up in society, you got to learn how to read, had to learn how to read signs and stuff like that. So I'm pretty good at it now. 10:37. Oh, that's what time it is? Okay. It might be that. Yeah. All right. I put, all right. 2 cups of Martha White self-rising flour. Okay, 1 and 4 cups of sugar. Okay, I don't know, let's see. 1/4 cups of sugar. Whoops, wait a minute, it might be too much there. Hold on. 4 cups of sugar. One. They may not be making me make this too sweet neither. I didn't fill the cup up enough. Cause I ain't got that much flour, no make no sense for me. I don't want it. Tastes like I'm eating sugar cane. All right. Okay. I put 1/4 cups of sugar. Because I'm so used to doing it and cooking this stuff um without just using labels. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to doing it without labels. I ain't used well for one, I couldn't read the labels. Then two, something just told me I just started day before yesterday. Just read the label. You making a cornbread? Use the label. I said, okay, let me see what happens. All right. So this is my first time in all of the 50 years of my life being on the planet of ever going by a label. Like if you would have caught me some years ago, you'd have been like, what the fuck? Man, what the hell? All right. The next thing, 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Hmm, I never heard of that. Let's see what's happening. They telling me it's to put cinnamon in here. I ain't never heard of nobody putting cinnamon in biscuits. I didn't know that. But that's what it say on here. Excuse me, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. All right, I'm gonna try y'all out, Mr. Wild. I'm gonna see. We're gonna see. Ground cinnamon. We got plenty of cinnamon in here. Come on. I got a lot of my cinnamon and stuff in here. I have so much stuff, man. I be doing some serious cooking. All I'm looking for is my cinnamon. Okay, got some here. I know we got more damn cinnamon than this. I know we got more cinnamon than this. Hold on here, man. Bro, okay. I would say this thing tripping, bro. All right. I know we got more. What did I do with it? Oh, here we go. Let me see what y'all said. 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Okay. I never heard of putting no cinnamon in no biscuits, but that's what it say on there. I know I got the other cinnamon right here. Something damn well, bro. I know it's up there. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take this top off. I'm struggling to get this. It's a good thing I found this. Okay. That should be enough. Nah, man, I ain't never heard of putting no cinnamon in there. But I'm gonna go by it, see what they talking about. I ain't never heard of putting no cinnamon. I ain't never heard of nobody putting cinnamon in no biscuits. Okay, and slash 4 tablespoons of baking soda. Wow, I never heard of. Whoa, baking soda. All right. What y'all said? 1 slash tablespoon of baking soda. I never did this. I never put no baking soda in the biscuit. I use baking powder. No, that's too much there. Yeah, that's too much. All right. Pew. All right. Put that in there. 1/3 cups of vegetable shortening. That means all, I say. So that's 1, 2. It might be pretty good. 3. That's the third cup. Okay. I'll let y'all know how it come out, how everything. I'm gonna stay. Let's see what else they got next. 1/3 cups of vegetable shortening. 1 slash, the next one is 1/2 cups of sweetening, dried raisins. Cranberry raisins are currants. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know if I got that. 1/2 cups of shortening and dried cranberries. I don't know if I got no dried cranberry. I think I got raisins, but dried cranberries. I had some, but I think if I got some, I probably could take time to look for them, but I don't want to be taking all the time out looking. Uh, to be honest with you, I'm actually fixing my mother breakfast too. I'm fixing her breakfast because I can always eat last. I fix her stuff and then uh, let's see. I don't think we got no dried cranberry. I don't think you have to put. I ain't got it. So let's see here. 3 and 1/4 cups plus 2 tablespoons of buttermilk. I don't have buttermilk, but I got regular milk. So I'm gonna use regular milk. See what. How many cups did they say? 3 and 4 cups plus 2 tablespoons of buttermilk. Hold on. 1/4 cups of plus that's 1, 2, that was 2, 3. Let me get the other milk. Oh man, shit. Making a mess. Wasting milk on the floor. Made more work for myself. Put some newspaper down here. Make some extra work for myself. Don't that make you mad, bro? Man, I be pissed off, man, when I be like, man, what the fuck? And you just be to mop the floor. Clean it up. Made extra work for myself. Next time I'm gonna have all my ingredients poured up into something. I just put some newspaper down for the time. I'm gonna let it all drop into that newspaper. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna make that say that's 3. Well, I think that I may waste time because I waste a little milk on the floor. So I don't need no more of this milk, bro. That's just gonna say butter next. Takes longer to do this shit, bro. It takes a lot. Okay, 3 and 4 cups of powdered sugar. I got powdered sugar over there. Why are you telling me to put all this stuff up in this plate? I have powdered sugar. It's a lot of ingredients to be put in here. Let me see what it says. 3 and 4 cups of powdered sugar. That's 1. That's 2. 3. It's a lot of work, man. 4. What else they got? 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk. I think I already put that in there. Let me put some more flour in here. Let's see what happens here. Might be a little bit too much. I'm gonna put some margarine in here. By the way, I love cooking, as you can see that. I love doing. I don't need no more sugar. I'm gonna put enough of that in there. I know the baking powder. Put 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Okay, that should be good. Some of this stuff you probably just have to use your own judgment. Smiling that for the stick. To make homemade biscuits, you have to put a tap of vinegar. What is that? I can't see the other word because the dollar sign is holding it back. I made them before now. I'm just trying them a different way. I'm just trying them a different way. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying something different. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. It'll be a miracle if these biscuits come out really good. It really would. It will surprise me. One thing, it's easy to make a mess. Now, I don't know if that's going to come out good or not. You know, they might, I don't know. We'll see. One thing I don't like about cooking and baking is you make a mess easy. I don't like that. Like, very easy to make a mess. It's easy to make a mess and it's hard to clean it up. Make a mess real easy. I'm just trying to rub some of this flour off my hand. I hate my phone is. Maybe I should have took it off that thing and just set it flat where it won't be like that, you know. I'm just better off getting my desktop or something doing this. My biscuits come out good on the inside for the most part, but I like it. I don't like it when they be hard on the outside, but on the inside they be real soft. I find that to be odd sometimes. But what I do, I guess I just put some margarine on top of them to kind of make them soft a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, man, it just makes a big mess. And then I went in there in the refrigerator and I had the evaporated milk trying to get the milk out, the ingredients out, the mix in there. And it just fell on the floor right there by the refrigerator and then milk tossed out on the floor. And I had to put some newspaper down there. And it just made extra work. It's like something just say, oh, you're gonna do some extra work. I ain't gonna lie, this shit be pissing me off though. Especially when you be trying to get it done. That makes me so mad. Like, man, you be wanting to hurry up and get it up out the way, and then all of a sudden, more work come up. Like, okay, really? This is what you want me to do? You want me to work in, make you do extra work, trying to clean it up? It just slows you up. Yeah, man, it's cleaning, man. It's hard. You got to be dedicated to cooking, boy. You got to have your ass got to be dedicated. You got to be prepared for that work too. See, I would what I should have did. I should have like had all of my ingredients set up in a bowl and had all that stuff that went with it easy with it. So it was my fault because I woke up and randomly just started. It's just random thing. Boom. So when you do things randomly, you didn't really prepare for it. You know, I'm always cleaning up anyway. But if you want a good home cooked meal, you got to make that sacrifice for it. You've got to make that sacrifice. If you don't, your ass ain't gonna have a good meal. Your ass is not gonna have a good one. Not a good meal. But it's well worth it in the end though. Beans, I cooked some beans like that yesterday. They was really good. My mother liked them. Let me see how this gonna come out, bro. I'm gonna put these biscuits in there and I'm gonna see. I ain't doubting myself, but I bet you they're gonna be hard on the outside. Then I could be wrong. We'll see. I'm gonna put it on 450 because I think it says that on the label too. Yep, it says that. Heat oven to 450. Stir flour, sugar, cinnamon. I put cinnamon in there. Baking soda, I put that in there. In large bowl until blended. Cut in, shortening with pastry blender or two knives, whatever the hell, what the hell? Crumbs are the size of peas. Stir in combination. Excuse me, stir in cranberries. Now, I did not, we don't have that, so I'm sorry. Stir in cranberries, add buttermilk. I just added milk because I didn't have no buttermilk. Okay, I'm gonna have to get me some when I go to the store. and add buttermilk. Okay, all right. Stir with fork. I didn't know this. Just until flour is moister. Okay. Turn dough into onto flour surface gently 5 to 6 times until no longer sticky. Okay. Roll out dough to 1/2 inches. Okay, I do have a butter pan. I did this randomly, so I just kind of like rushed through it. So next time I'm gonna have to just prepare myself and do it, keep doing it. Since I'm pushing for time, I gotta get my mom, get her some food on her. Stir powdered sugar in small bowl, adding just enough milk to make a thick glance. Warm biscuits with glance. Serve warm. Makes about 1 dozen. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I just randomly did this. Throw this jug in the garbage because there ain't nothing else in here. I did put baking soda in there. Months ago, man, I made peanut butter cookies too, about 9, 10 months ago, something like that. I got the video on my channel. You got to do a lot of scrolling up. Eggs and get some leftover beans and eggs and stuff. Let me take this thing off and just hold on. All right, we're gonna see what it's working with. Now my brother, I got a brother, man. He know how to make these biscuits together. He definitely know how to do it. Oh yeah, he definitely know how to do it. Down here, pretty much down here in the South, by me, my dad's people, they was like supposed to be like Creole people, and that's all they did. So cooking was very strong in my dad's family, on my father's side, as well as and my mother as well. I can't forget that my mother as well. The people on her family side, so on both sides of the family, cooking is very strong in the family. So that's where we come. We come from that tradition. Or matter of fact, my grandmother just turned 100 years old June the 4th. Yep, probably about 2 days ago. She just made 100 years old. She still can get around. She still can walk. She still can talk. If you talk to her on the phone, or she can walk in this house and you'll think you're talking to somebody in their 70s or something. She don't look her age at all. Yeah, my grandmother just turned 100, June the 4th. Yeah, our grandmother. Yeah, yeah, beans. Yeah, I love. Yeah, I love beans myself. It's like they stick to you more, you know. You go out and you buy all that fast food and stuff, it don't really stick to you like that. Cleaning up a mess, y'all. Putting that in the water like that. I don't need this no more. You can tell I do a lot of cooking. You can see all the stuff I got here. Yeah, man, I be getting it in. Oh, that's why I waste milk. So I put that newspaper down there. Hold on, let me see something. You know what? Them biscuits might come out pretty good. They might, cause they soft. Cause you know what to me what makes good biscuits if they soft on the outside, they perfect to me. You good. You in the game. I also made I made a lot of like peanut butter cookies. I made chocolate chip cookies, all kinds of different stuff. I love doing that. And you know, back in the day, women they was women did a lot of the older like the grandmas and stuff. They did a lot of cooking back in the day. You know, they did a lot of the women. They took traditional cooking, but today in this 21st century, men, it's like things is backwards now. The men, if I'm not, I don't know how it is in your country, but you know, I think that the men and stuff they remain, they do things. The women does things over there that we never thought that like women work on cars and stuff over here. They be like, man, don't you do that, man. You ain't got no man. Let him do that. You know, like you shouldn't be out there doing that. Over here, it's just different culture. It was something I was gonna say, but I forgot. Oh yeah, cooking. The thing cooking. Men, it's like today, men is taking that over. Men get in the kitchen and cook and do take care of the family, take care of the kids and stuff. While the woman goes out and she do the work and she be okay with it. The woman nowadays, they don't want to they don't want to be at home like, oh, I'm not staying at home doing no cooking and no cleaning and all that. you know, it's just different now. And in some instances, they say the man can do it better sometimes, do the cooking. You be like, dang, you know what I mean? Seriously, you know? So you just never, I mean, things just backwards. I, I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. We all grown. We know. Like yeah, we know times and change, but biblically, so to speaking, it's the order of God. It says, you know, the woman like be a keeper at home, take care of the kid, but it doesn't mean that she don't have to be ambitious and go out and make hustles and stuff like that. I'm just saying. Uh, but now I think the tables are turned. The women's like, nah, no, you stay home and you do the cooking and you do the cleaning and you do all that. I'm gonna go out and work and take, stuff like that. They'll say it. Yeah. And some women is probably not even attracted to a man to go out and work and they be at home. They feel like it's just things are backwards now. But hey, let me know if y'all can relate to that. I mean, I guess I'm just speaking on something I can relate to. Things change. Things change every day. Oh, let me turn this light off. Yeah, I'm out there. I'm getting my mama right, man. How this thing do? Okay. I'm gonna constantly keep it on. I might go an hour. Let me plug this while I'm doing this. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Yeah. I had to plug I plugged the phone up. Now, I'm gonna warm these things up. Let me turn the eye on the back, rare. And now I'm gonna get them. This is me fixing my mother food. I'm gonna sit it right here. Y'all get to see what I'm doing today. My mother recently had our mother. I don't know why I keep saying mine when I have brothers. You know what I mean? Our mother recently had a stroke last year, September. You know what I'm saying? And it put it kind of like delayed her ability. She was taking care of all the everything, the bills, every single thing you can think of. Me being, I really didn't consider myself to be an educated person at all. I grew up in society, in a community where my education was very poor. I'm not using it for no excuse to stay where I am because I came along. I said it probably about minutes ago in the video when I started. I couldn't read and write. I had learned through my family members how to do that. You see what I'm saying? So it really helped me a lot. Before I'm talking about this was like way before social media. This was like back in the day in the seven in the nineties, in the early nineties, and so on and so forth, and in the 2000s and stuff like that. But since they got the internet and stuff, they advanced knowledge. Now you can catch things fast. But most of the stuff I learned it when they didn't even have the internet and stuff like that. Because I would ask my brothers and sisters to put stuff on tape for me, and I would sit there for hours and just play the reading that they would put on tape. Or I would buy me some tape because back then they didn't have the like the CDs and stuff. They didn't have too many of those out. They still had all the old fashioned stuff out, like the VCR tapes and the regular tape players and stuff. And I listened to those coming up. I listened to a lot of recordings of stuff for hours and hours, and I would follow along with the reading and stuff. And that's what really helped me a lot, you know. And when the internet came into play, it just made things a little easier. Let me see what they saying. Let's make the delicious biscuits. Hold on, let's see. Let me put that up on there. Okay. Okay. Let's make the delicious biscuits. All right. That's what I'm doing. Okay. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. All right. I'm trying to clean up this milk that I waste. I'm gonna have to end up taking them out. I tried to avoid from using it, but it looks like I'm gonna have to use them out. I'm trying to get food ready. I'm getting the food ready. I gotta wring out some clothes too. I'm doing all of that. I got to, let me get the mop bucket. I got to. All right. I'll tell you what. Let me. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna end up going an hour. Get washed up on the hand. I can't feel like it came up doing this. My routine, y'all. Stay busy. I try to do all my cooking and cleaning all at the same time, so I won't be behind. Keep it all up. As I'm cooking, cleaning, what I'm saying? It's that milk that I wasted earlier, about 30 minutes ago or so. I hate that I did that though. Made extra work for myself. something. Oh, shoot. Some of the milk go up under the refrigerator. So what I'm gonna do is just make sure that I mopped up all the sticky stuff. Didn't go back too far. I wouldn't have had to do this if I didn't waste all the milk. When I rest up, I'm gonna cook some more beans today too. When I do it, I'm gonna live stream it. Oh man, I like the stuff to be clean, man. Yeah. What am I doing next? Dang. Rinsing out everything. Also, I like to move stuff when I'm cleaning. I'm trying to move this thing here out the way. Okay. What I'm doing is rinsing my mop out. I have one mop for the living room and kitchen, and I have one mop for the bathroom. I don't use the same mop as mopping the bed, like it's mopping in here as I would in that. That's a sheet. I'm gonna wring this out later and put this in the dryer once I get all the I rinsed it out. Pull the refrigerator back. Y'all see that, huh? Fix up our food here. Eggs is not gonna take long, so I'm gonna put the eggs on. Okay. I left the biscuits in there a little bit too long and they browned a little bit too long and they bigger. Because I was doing all this here and this here had messed me up. Yep. Yeah, it came out all right. I'm gonna put some came out really good, y'all. That's butter. But I left them in there a little bit too long. They browned a little bit too much because I was doing all the other stuff. Yeah. They really good, y'all. Yeah, yeah, it's really good. It's good. They really good. water. Man, look, those biscuits are delicious, bro. They came out good. Still got a few more in there. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, they came out really good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I used to make pieces and all that back in the day. I done made peach cobblers, lasagnas, spaghetti, all the anything pretty. Fried chicken, um, mashed potatoes, gravy. Now, me, I came from a family where we celebrated traditional holidays and stuff. Yeah, we celebrated traditional holidays and stuff, but I don't really, I'm not into it. I don't, birthdays, I don't celebrate them. But my family, my father's side, my mother's side, that was very strong in their family, in the family, you know what I'm saying? I used to until I got a certain age to where, I was able to just make my own decision and say, no, I don't want, you know, I just choose not to. Yeah. Yeah. So you see that pot there? Matter of fact, let me get this pot up out of here and see what I be doing. I work smart. What I do, I put these pots up here like that where it won't be hard cleaning behind yourself. You know, you just take and just let the water soak them. Just keep the work easy for you. As you can see, I don't like being no nasty cook. I don't like that. I don't like to cook over no dirty dishes. Nigga. I can't stand that. Why did this thing do? This thing camera went off, man. I don't know why they done that. Okay. Give my mother some juice. I'm gonna fix her another cup with some cranberry juice. I'm gonna give her some of this juice today. Where that cup that I was using? Oh, here we go, right here. Hold on. You know what, bro? I'm just gonna use this cup. I'm gonna get her some. leftover beans and um, eggs. Yeah, my live went down because it bumped up against something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, and I'm gonna see y'all later. I'll come back. I'm gonna go ahead and get this food out. The biscuits came out good though. They really came out good. It don't look like it, but they really did. All right, I succeeded at what I did. I'll see y'all in the next video. I am going, gonna, I'm gonna go by. I'm going to go by the ingredients homemade. Yeah, I'm going to go by the ingredients homemade. Yeah, that's what I name it.